It is still the conversation here on Lagos Television, and we apologize for starting a bit late. It was, technology. Anyway, with the local government election coming up on Saturday, July 12, 2025, we'll be discussing local government election, the need for voters' participation. The importance of grassroots governance cannot be overemphasized. And then there's an issue of voter apathy. A lot of people don't seem concerned about local government elections. More attentions are paid to when it's the state or presidential elections. But how important is voter participation, especially when it has to do with the local government election, seeing that the local government is the government that is closest to the people? Joining us via Zoom, to discuss this critical issue is engineer Dr. Atinuke Uraola Owolabi. She is the president of APC Professional Women Network. You're welcome, ma'am.
Good morning. Thank you very much for having me today.
It's a delight to have you join us. So let's start with an overview. Why do you think local government elections are not given so much attention as compared to the presidential and state elections?
Thank you very much. Once again, my name is Engineer Atinuke Uraola Owolabi. It's nice to be here today. I was there too. 2 years ago for the presidential election and governorship election. Oh. So thank you once again for the privilege to speak to our people, to let them know their rights, that they need to go out and vote. Yeah. A lot of people, they think that local government election does not really matter. They don't know that it's a national priority. Everything that we do, if we want to rebuild Nigeria, we need to start from the grassroots. And that's where I will implore all our people to please, let's go out there and vote. What are the responsibilities of this local government? When you vote them in, they are in charge of primary schools, if they don't know. They're in charge of primary health centers. They're in charge of the inner roads. They're even in charge of the markets. So they contribute to the daily lives, to our daily lives in different communities. So that's why it's always good that grassroots needs to be well empowered. Before you even get to the state level or the federal level, as you all know, we have 3 tiers of government. We have federal government, we have state government, and we also have local governments too. So people they believe that, it's only the federal government, the president I should be relating with all the state government.
But from
that is that local government that is close to you. You have access to them. It's not. Am I audible enough?
Yes, you are.
Can I go ahead?
Please do.
Okay. As you all know that the local government, being the 3rd tier of government, people need to understand that they involve in our daily lives. So activities. So everything surrounding the community is within the power of every local government chairman. So if you don't go out now to vote, to choose the right leader, then those that will be coming in might not be the right leaders that you want. And if you don't vote, then you don't have the power to complain. So that's why we always implore them that they go out. They need to know the responsibilities of every local government chairman. They take care of the primary schools. And you may be thinking that, my kids go to private primary schools. But how many kids can afford the private schools? So the local government chairman, they take care of the primary schools. They also take care of the primary health centers. They take care of the sanitation, even the markets that we all go to. They determine what happens there. So even the inner roads, the roads that you have in your community, is the work of the local government chairman. So if you don't vote the right people into power, those that don't even mind whatever the outcome of the community, they're the ones that will be put in there. And so that's why it is also good that we need to participate in this.
All right.
And
okay.
I really want to...
Let me come in now. So I'm still talking about the decline in people participating in the local government elections. Now, from your experience, what are some of the major reasons why people don't participate? And then there's a case of women not coming out to vote, especially professional women, and you are the president of APC Professional Women Network. So what are you doing in your capacity to also enlighten the professionals, the elite, to come out and vote during the local government elections?
All right, thank you. Most people, because of mistrust, they believe that can their vote actually count? I want them to know that this time around, your vote can count. Even through the power of social media, when you vote, you don't need to go back home. Stay with your vote. Be there when they're counting it. You can use your phone to record the vote in your own polling unit. And also, misinformation. People believe that, oh, they've already written the answer, the results. It's not like that. And that's why we're changing it and that's why we decided to have this professional network to let the professionals and technocrats, the elites, also know the reasons, the importance of voting. It's your power. It makes you to have that confidence to challenge any leader that is not doing right. And another thing that you look at it, that people look at it that, okay, why should I go out and vote when I know that when I go out there, the hoodlums are going to attack me? There are no more hoodlums again. We have securities everywhere now. You can see that as from tomorrow now, you'll be seeing so many security men in your community. They are there to protect you. They are there to protect you. So, and that's professionals too. You believe that why do I have to go out there and vote? I'm so rich. I have everything I have. But it's not about you. It's about the future of your community. So even if you have all the money, what about your home families too that don't have? And that's why it's always good to vote the right leaders into position. So as professionals, as elites, that it's not a day for you to sit in the house and be taking tea. It's a day that you are even made to be the role model, good role models. When they say you go out there to vote, you are encouraging others that, oh, if engineers also could go to vote, if baristas also should go to that polling unit to vote, who am I to stay home? I think I also need to go. And that's why we must be good examples in our communities, especially the professionals and elite. And that's what we have been advocating for, that please, the time of election is not the best time for you to stay in your comfort zone. It's the time to even go out there. Bring more people to that polling unit. Let's vote the right people into power. It's your responsibility as elite and professionals to enlighten the community that you need to get your voter's card wherever it is now. As you all know, we still have about 3 days now to that election. Some people don't even know where their voters' cards are. And that's why I love this program, to sensitize, to create that awareness that wherever it is, make sure you look for your voter's card and also locate your polling unit before that day. These are part of the responsibilities of the elite, of the professionals in any community, to sensitize, to create that awareness, to bring everybody together, to let them know that they belong to this community. Now you are about to choose another leader that will lead you for the next 4 years. If you choose right, you will enjoy development, you will enjoy access to good amenities in your communities. If you choose bad leaders, you'll still be there. That's why let's go out there in order to shape the future of the community. It's not about you. It's about the future of the community. So if you think that you have the whole money to spend, or you can even go abroad, remember that you also have some families that don't have such amenities. And the good thing is that I want to sincerely thank our father, the president of this country, all the local government chairmen. They have direct access to their resources, to their allocation. So when it comes to the roads in your streets, in front of your house, it's the responsibility of the local government chairman to do it. Federal government has given them direct money. They don't need to go to state government to get money again. Now they have the power, they have the resources to develop the communities. But if you don't choose the right leader, if you don't choose a leader that has conscience, then you'll be there again for the next 4 years.
Let's also talk about the role of the electoral body here in Lagos. LASEC, I read a news report this morning. LASEC has said that they are prepared and readily, they are prepared, to conduct a free and fair election here in Lagos. And they were urging residents to also come out on Saturday to vote. So let me ask you now, what are your expectations from the electoral body here in Lagos?
as you all know that everything is getting better every day. Now we are now in a digital world, so there's nothing anybody can do now that they can do to manipulate any results. You have your phone, you have the social media now, and this electoral body, they be doing a lot of work. Even you could see that they be creating that awareness when you see taxis or tricycles or these bicycles or even Okadas too. They already have stickers there to create that awareness that they are ready to conduct election. They know that the hope everybody now raises high hope on them, and they cannot afford to disappoint millions of Nigerians that want to go out there to vote. I want to attest and I want to let people know that the electoral body is ready to conduct a very fair and fair election. So be very sure that your votes will surely count. That's one thing I want you to know. Your votes will count. Gone are those days that you say, oh, they're going to write. You now have everything is digitalized now. So, and I know they are ready to conduct that. They've done trainings, even at the electoral body, they've done training for all their staff to how to use all the machines, to how to know how to read it. And they also have technical staff too that will guide them. And they also have some phone numbers they could call if there are some challenges during that. As you all know, definitely there will be some challenges, but they've also factored that into their own preparation. I want to assure all Nigerians that your vote will surely count. The electoral body is ready. They've created that awareness. They are ready. They've trained themselves. They've gone around all the polling units to see that, yes, every place is well secured. So it's not left for you as a good citizen of this country to let's go out there and exercise our civic right. It's your responsibility. It's your power. Make use of that power you have. That PVC in your hand is the power to shape your community. If you don't use it, it's left for you. But I want to implore you to please, this is the right time for us again to come out and vote. And talking about why we have low participation, I know things will be getting better every time. You remember that 4 years ago, some youths were just 14 years old. And by this time now, they are already 18 years old.
Yes.
And I noticed that I'm not really sure if INEC actually opened the portal to register some of these youth, the young adults now that are 18 years old. So these are the challenges that I know we have, maybe in the area of low turnout, but it will always be getting better. And there was information that went out now that from August now, they'll start registering people. So these are part of what we'll continue to do to create that awareness, to have voters education, to educate them on their rights. Some people, because of this misinformation that Nigeria is not good. If Nigeria is not good, who else will build our country? You and we are the people that can really build our country. And so that's why let's get into it. Let's believe in Nigeria. Let's have that confidence and trust in the only country that we have. We have so many resources, mineral resources, everything in this country. So why do we have to jump when we have this? And that's why it is always good. Let's have the right leaders that can shape your future, that can shape the community that you have. So that is the essence of you. And that's why we are appealing to you. We are not compelling you. We are even appealing that let's go out there and exercise that as civic
All
rights.
right.
It's
Still
our
talking
power.
about encouraging voters' participation now. Let's talk about the role of the religious leaders and traditional rulers. Now, we are a very religious people on this side of the earth. And so our religious leaders have a hand of authority over us as well as our traditional rulers. So what are their roles? Do you think they're really doing enough in encouraging their followers? That's for the religious leaders and even the traditional rulers as well, encouraging their people, members of their community, the Bales, the CDCs, the CDAs, encouraging members of the community to, come out and pass their votes.
Thank you very much. I want to believe that a lot of these religious leaders are actually doing it. And that's why it starts from this trust that we have to build. The fact that you have a bad leader today, maybe a bad local government chairman, does not mean that the next person that is coming in is going to also perform woefully. And this is the right time for you to go out there and vote. And these are the things that I will expect our religious leaders, the information they need to be passing to their followers that don't look at what is happening today. Look at those that are doing well. Fine. There is no way we have eggs and we not have a bad egg. So look at those good eggs, eggs there, and see how you could also encourage more of your followers to know that you need to go ask their vote. We've done that. You've seen that I'm the president of APC Professional Women Network, and that's to tell you that my party is APC. We've done a lot, especially I'm from Ifakwejayi local government. You could see that we have reached out to different religious leaders to let them see reasons why they have to vote. If you go through the health centers in Ifakwejayi now, you see that our chairman is doing well there. So, and I know other local government chairmen are also doing well. Though we may have some bad eggs, and that's the reason why we all need to go out now. So the religious leaders, they have their own role to play. What sermon are they preaching to these people, especially the youth that are just 18 years old now, or around 18 and 20? They want to have good orientation. So I want to employ all our religious leaders to pass good information to this new generation that are just coming up. Let them know that Nigeria is a good place. So we can all rebuild Nigeria that we want. And that's what I want you to know. So both the Islamic, Christian, even the traditional people too, please, let's have this habit of passing good information to our followers there. So this will really help them to know that Nigeria is a good place to be. We don't need to Japan. We have everything here in the country. And that's why I tell my people, my colleagues, our young engineers, as an engineer too, that everything that we need is here in the country. So it depends on how we package it. So the information that will go out should be the information that will encourage them, and not information that will create damage or fear into their heart. So that's it. And I know they are doing a lot. You've seen that since about 2 weeks now or 3 weeks now, we'll be going out for sensitization, both on social media, even reaching out door to door. I know this is a national program, but we have what is called Worosi Korosi Koro. We go to those Woros to Koros to let them know that yes, your vote also matters. So these are the things that we need to be doing in the community to let them know that the fact that you have a bad leader today does not mean that another leader that is coming will also be bad. And that's why you all need to come out. You've seen all the candidates and you have already assessed their manifesto. So this is the right time for you to now choose another leader that will shape the future of the community.
All right, Atinuke, now let's talk about post-election. Now, once these leaders are elected, the people expect things from them. Now, how do you hold them accountable? What are your expectations now from the people in holding their leaders accountable, that those things that have been promised them before they came into power, they ensure that they keep up to their promise? How do the people hold them accountable? I've heard cases of where you elect the chairman and then he shuts his door. A chairman shouldn't shut his door to his people. So what are the things that the people need to know to be able to hold their leaders accountable once they've elected them into the offices?
All right, thank you very much. You will not notice that, okay, all these people contesting now, they've already published their manifesto to tell you what they want to do when they come into power. And this thing is very simple. It's a law of karma. If you don't vote, you can't even have that confidence to challenge the government. So, but when you vote, then you know that you have the power to challenge. And you can see that in communities, we have CDAs, we have CDA, we have
CDCs.
We have Community Development Association, we have Landlords Associations. So these are the associations that when you have any challenge or you have anything to complain about, you have this association to complain to. They take it to the local government. And that's why I said when I first started that it's very easy to walk into the local government and ask that you want to see the chairman, whereas it's not easy to get to the state government to say you want to see Mr. Governor or Mr. President. So that's why grassroots election is very key. And so through your association, through the Landlords Association, definitely you will surely belong to one. Either you are a tenant, definitely you have to attend the meetings. And what are the things you need in your community? You write it down and present it to the local government chairman. It's their responsibility to work on it. And you can as well demand to see what are the roadmap for the next 4 years. Let's know when they are bringing development to your community. It's your power. You have the right to ask those questions. And that's why we need to really empower these youths so that they will know, most of these are old babas and mamas. They may be looking at it that, how can I access my chairman? Your chairman is close to you. That's why you have councillors too. Councillors, they are there in your community. You can complain to them. And their responsibility is to take all your plight to Mr. Chairman.
Do you think the people are even aware? Atinuke, do you think the people are aware of the responsibilities of these councillors?
That is why orientation is good, civic education, which we have started. What you don't know, you don't know. And that's why we continue to inform people, to pass that information, the responsibility, the duties of every councillor. Even if you don't know it, now through the social media, you can Google it you can go to YouTube, you can go anywhere to learn more or demand that's why how many of us have even gone through the Constitution? These are the things that we also need to know. Let's get the Constitution that sets up every local government. And that's why orientation is good, especially for our youth, the educated ones now. They will enlighten those that are non-educated on their constitutional right. Let's get the Constitution, let's read the local government laws and know your rights. When you know your right, it's your power. That's where you can walk up, you can write. Thank God, the power of social media. If any local government chairman does not attend to you, you upload it to the social media. Before you know it, they will respond. That's the power we have now. But you need to understand all the Constitution first. What governs the local government? It's true that I just said it, that it's the responsibility of every local government chairman to make sure that we have basic primary schools, take care of the primary school teachers, make sure that they tar the roads in your streets, the inner ones. It's not the responsibility of the state government. It's the responsibility of the local government chairman to make sure that we have good primary health centers. It is the responsibility of the local government chairman to know that we have good access roads to the markets and everything in the market is well sanitized. It's the responsibility of the local government chairman to note that the environment must be clean. So that is why they are very important. It's not every time people complain that federal government, you have nothing to do with the federal government. The allocation, the resources have been given to all the local government chairmen. Demand your right from your chairman. If you don't get it right, if you don't, through your association, landlord association, CDA, we also have another one, CDC, then your plight will be answered, will be attended to. So that's why I want people to know your right. You don't need to be folding your hand, putting your hand at the back when you are talking to your chairman. It's there to represent you. It's there to serve you. And all the local government chairman, all they are servants to us. They are meant to serve us. We are the kings. We are the queens. And that's what I want all the electorate to know. You have the power to call your chairman.
All right.
You have the power to call your councillors as well and demand what is right in your community, in your streets there.
Okay, there are also cases of people always going to their local government chairman and saying, Omoyi Bimo, Omoyi Feshe graduation, no? And then they keep collecting things from their chairman or those they have elected into power. And when you keep collecting, there is no way you can also demand for the right things when they do not do the right things. So what do you have to say to those kind of people?
Okay, in every community, our fingers are not equal. We have some people that don't have anything to do. And that's why you see that the local government chairman should have the roadmap of what they want to do. Empowerment. People, you look at people that are coming every time to collect money. There's a ministry for it that will take care of that. Why not empower them? We have youth centers, we have women development. Instead of you giving them money every time, why not empower them to be able to be independent as well? So when you're able to do this, you're also empowering the communities. So these are the things that when you put in the right leaders there, they come up with this initiative that it's not every time we give you money. Come up with what you can do. What do you have passion for? Is it to sweep? Okay, come and be sweeping here. Let me pay you. That gives you more dignity, more respect. But there must need to be, first of all, be empowered first to know that, okay, this is what I do. I know in politics, you have these people, there are some people that they're fond of doing this, going out there to get money. The fact that we go there to get money, we also have some allocations for them. Yes, civic engagement. We have a special for this less privilege that you give it to less privilege. We have resources for it. Yes. If you demand for the audit report or audited reports, you will see that these things have been factored into it. That, okay, they call it corporate social responsibilities. There's some resources money that you need to give out. You need to disburse to
All right.
less privileged.
All
That,
right.
okay, there's some people that can't work, that can't do anything. All they need to do is that you place them on salary. But we can make it to be formal. That, okay, these are the things that we want to document it. And
Okay.
let people see, when you are transparent, they will know that, okay, yes, these are things that we need to do.
Transparency is very, very important. Thank you so much, Atinuke Wuraola Owolabi, for sharing insight on this crucial topic, the need for voters' participation in the local government elections. We thank you so much for your time here on The Conversation. The conversation continues
Thank
after
you.
this. Stay with us.